Hi, welcome to SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Subscribe right now. Leave the comments in the comment section, like and share the video as well. Money in the Bank prediction and preview video for you right here, right now. Only 5 matches still been announced and we're on Friday now, so when this is recording. I'm assuming there's probably going to be a kickoff match, probably going to be Breezango versus the Colognes. I'm expecting that to possibly happen. If it does, I would say Breezango would pick up the victory. I expect it to be announced for the kickoff, but nothing still has been announced as of yet. There is always still a chance Ty Dillinger could be involved, maybe Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, but we'll have to wait and see what develops with that. A segment that is also expected to be on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event is involving legends, but not to what detail is known of that as of yet. But looking forward to see how that is going to potentially play out. But going into the 5 matches anyway, I think that we've definitely got some potential here for a good event. I'm certainly looking forward to it more than other events we've seen previously. I think the 6 superstars in the Money in the Bank are the correct ones. I think for the women's one as well has potential. I think it could be later in the card as well. Certainly has some excitement involved. And of course, are we going to hinder the Jinder? Time will tell on that. Of course, it is in Randy Orton's hometown Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So it's going to be very interesting to see. But let's go through the matches quickly then, and I'll give you my predictions. We'll start with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which involves Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Tamina, and Natalia. Now, looking at this, Carmella could be seen as potentially as a favourite in this. Of course, James Ellsworth is by her side. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think James Ellsworth is normally the guy that ends up making the mistakes and the blunders, so I think he's going to accidentally cost her in this particular match. I feel that then that may lead to a storyline development going forward. Perhaps a face switch for Carmella. We'll have to wait and see as it works out, but I expect maybe certainly a start maybe of a breakup with these two from this event. I feel it's too obvious for Charlotte to win as well. She doesn't need the briefcase to go back and pick up the victory, pick up the title. So I'm going to put my money, looking at the other 3, on Becky Lynch. I think that she potentially could pick up the Money in the Bank briefcase. I think as well that this could give her the chance to become a heel maybe later down the line, because normally when the face wins and they cash in the briefcase, particularly on a vulnerable face, it normally leads to a heel turn. The rumours have suggested before that Becky wants to turn heel, so I think that would be a good way for that to go about. So I'm going to go for Becky Lynch to win the first ever women's Money in the Bank match. Looking next, I'm going to go for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Well, it's Naomi versus the first time ever in the ring that we've seen on the TV in a singles competition for WWE anyway, is Lana. Now, she's doing a lot of developmental work for NXT, so hopefully it looks like that maybe she would have improved dramatically since the 10-man women's tag match from WrestleMania, which I believe was a year or so ago. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. I mean, it's either going to be something that's going to surprise people, or it's going to be one of those moments where you think, was it right to put Lana in the ring? I somehow feel, though, a little bit that with the storyline here, that Naomi said that she wanted revenge on Lana and that she was willing to put a belt on the line to get the match. I feel that this could be the turning point that could lead to Lana actually winning the belt, which I think as well, for shock value as well, they seem to be doing that on SmackDown at the moment. It wouldn't surprise me to see Lana walk away as champion, so that's going to be my prediction there. Will she be a long, lengthy champion? I'm not quite sure, but I do think that she will possibly win the belt on Sunday. If not, I expect her definitely to win the match. Next, we'll look then at the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, which will be the Usos versus the New Day. I'm expecting this to be the first in a series of matches between the 2 teams. So I'm going to go for the New Day to pick up the victory, but I don't think they're going to pick up the belt. So I think it's going to be a DQ or a count-out victory. This way, this will lead the 2 teams going against each other again at Battleground. So that's what I'm going to predict here. New Day to win the match, but definitely not to win the championships. They've just come to SmackDown Live. It seems too soon for me. Next, then, we will look at the WWE Championship. Why not? It's probably going to main event on the card. Jinder Mahal defending against Randy Orton in his hometown. Of course, Cowboy Bob Orton is in attendance, expected for the Legends segment, and of course, we'll be watching the match on hand as well. What better way to give Jinder Mahal more heel heat than beating Randy Orton in his hometown in front of his legendary father? So for me, Jinder Mahal will pick up the victory, and I'm expecting a lengthy title reign. And there are rumours that we'll be facing John Cena at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. Now, I'm not sure if that will or won't happen, but if that does happen, I'm still predicting at this particular moment that Jinder will keep hold of the belt. I expect this to be a long and lengthy title reign. They're certainly doing the right things with Jinder. I think that they're making him look important. I'm liking the little tweaks on his entrance with the carpet as he goes into the ring, the limousine, all of the stuff that they're doing for Jinder. It's seemingly to give him just that little bit more importance each and every week. And I do think that if he remains champion for quite a lengthy stay, I think eventually a lot of people will take him more seriously. Last but certainly not least, let's look at the Money in the Bank ladder match. 6 competitors: Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Dolph Ziggler. So let's get through the 6 people then and see the chances here of a victory. I think that with Shinsuke Nakamura holding up the briefcase on SmackDown Live this past week, he will not win this match. And plus, it's too soon for me. He could just naturally build himself up the card. He doesn't need the briefcase. Dolph Ziggler as well has been there, done it. Personally, for me, is past the idea now of being in the championship match. I don't think it would seem believable for him to be in that position again. AJ Styles could win the briefcase, but again, does he need it? I'm not quite sure. At the moment, he could still easily elevate himself back into that title picture. Sami Zayn has won a lot recently, so I don't think he is going to pick up the victory. Kevin Owens has been losing a lot recently, and so has Baron Corbin. So this makes me believe that these two are the more likely to walk away with the briefcase. Now, Kevin Owens could pick up the briefcase and drop the United States Championship, and hopefully the Face of America gimmick, because I'm not a fan of that gimmick. As much as I'm a big fan of Owens, for me it's not quite connecting with this gimmick. But I'm going to put my money on this Money in the Bank to Baron Corbin. It feels like the time is right for me. They want to make Corbin this main event player. They want to give him a main event push on SmackDown Live. It feels to me it's the right time to give him the briefcase. And for someone like Corbin, I can see him holding on the case for a while. I can see him holding it towards at least the end of the year, going to maybe Royal Rumble time, where maybe then he could be the SmackDown Live champion. One thing is for sure, whoever picks up the briefcase here needs to win the belt. That's what I will say. They've got 12 months to do it, and I think that they need to win the belt. Now it's time to elevate new stars in WWE, and the Money in the Bank is one of those opportunities, like the Royal Rumble, where you can elevate and make a new star, and I think that they should do that. They've got the right 6 people in there, and Ziggler for me is the person that doesn't need it, but the other 5, any of them I'd be quite happy with, but I think Baron Corbin will be the guy. There has been a rumour as well that Mike Bennett and Maria could be making their debut for the SmackDown Live brand. Of course, both were in Ring of Honor Wrestling as well as TNA Impact Wrestling, so expect them to be on the SmackDown Live situation very soon. There are rumours it could be this Sunday. If not, it could even be as early as next week on SmackDown Live. So that's everything there for you then. The Money in the Bank preview and predictions there for you. Do you agree with my predictions? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below right now. SCW as well will be doing their round of collection of predictions put together as well, so check that video out. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed Money in the Bank, and yes, please leave your questions as well if you want to be involved with Let's Talk Wrestling, and I'll sit here and I'll discuss your questions at length of what my opinion is of what the questions you want answered. But that's everything for me anyway. Take care. Thank you for watching. Subscribe right now. I'll see you next time here on YouTube.com. Take care.